Who are you? You are peace, you are power. You need both. Who are we? We are drop, we are water. We need both. Sometimes water gives you a nice gentle sprinkle, or can just take you gently up the stream. Sometimes you gotta go through the currents. Sometimes you get swept away in the wave. Sometimes water can take out a whole city. Sometimes it can give you beautiful trees and shower your trees with love, with refreshing. So what wave are you on? And who is Drop Nation? What is Drop? It is water, it is peace, it is power, but it can wash your ass up. What is Drop Nation? A group of water, a grouping of water, a grouping of currency, energy, electricity. But if you get in the way of drop, or in the way of the creator, the same drop that you're surfing on will wash your ass up. So, we come here to be clear. We come here to know, to express, to research in peace. What is this platform? What is 432 The Drop? Is it a radio platform? Is it a music platform? Is it an information platform? Is it an entertainment platform? Is it an educational platform? What are we doing? Is it a classroom? Does it have to be any one? Or can it be all? Can the water be all? What do you expect from it? I'll tell you, man, on a personal journey, man, on a personal note, I never knew what to expect. I never really asked that many questions, Again, I always give love to my man LG out here, man, from the turf out here in LA, man. And LG, man, put me up on my first 432, video when I saw the cymatics, how the medium of sound is affecting this sand, this vibration is affecting this sand on this metal sheet, and how the sand was either choosing order or chaos depending on the vibration that was within it, that was being put on it. And I said, well, if that's how this sand is reacting, or you can watch your Cymatics Experiments, you can see how water itself reacts when light hits the medium. Sound, light, water. And you put that vibration in the water and you see that light and it looks like a star, and you're like, wow, the water's above, the water's below. Then the only journey for the drop, or 432 The Drop, is to be pure water, to be hijack free. We can't be everything to everybody. We can't be likable like that to everything and everybody. That's just not how frequency works. There is static. There's misinterpretation when you deal with water, because again, sometimes it's going to wash you up. Sometimes it's going to, sweep the sand right under your feet. And at any time, just like in life, you have to be prepared to be water, just to be. You're not always going to be able to surf the wave. I mean, it sounds dope, right? I mean, surf the wave, get out your boogie board. It sounds dope, but you're not always going to be able to surf the wave in life. You're going to have to become water to a point where the static got nothing to do with your frequency. I always say, man, if it can break, let it be broke. What are we? What are we doing? What is Drop Nation? I like to see it as a community first, community based, platform for communication, platform for the assembling, to assemble. And if we ain't coming together, if we're not assembling, if we're not gathering the flock, we ain't doing shit. Yeah, at first it was music, but you notice I'm not even, I'm putting all that into the vibe suites, and I hope you're enjoying it, because as long as we get out that frequency, cool. If we can help our brothers and sisters in their house, and they can put on these vibe suites, and they can just relax, and they can calm them down, and they can be in a good frequency, then you can start to process information. Then you can start to relate different things differently because you're under a different vibration. You're taking a step to be in a different vibration. The same thing with your diet when you are getting off that flesh. You know what I'm saying? When you get off all that dairy and all that shit, man, it's like at some point you begin to be water, begin to be the frequency of water, the clarity, the electricity. So look, man, you know, aside from having the mission to promote vibration awareness, whether it's through a radio platform, which is coming soon, but man, you know, just the setup is crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's worthwhile because of the communication. My brothers behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? I love all y'all, you know who you are, that I'm building with to get, you know, a nice situation going, you know what I'm saying, with land and however we can do it to assemble, you know what I'm saying? A hijack-free territory. Yeah, it's not just some public thing. It is something that we are doing as a community with those that we want to build with because we want to build with them. But we're setting an example for other people to build. Now, Jay Stu just dropped some drop, man. Y'all go check out Jay Stu. I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? His wonderful queen, man. She's just so full in energy, man. You just know that the brother's supported 100%, man. And without that support, without that strength, there's no way the brother would be, you know, able to stand as firm as he is, man. So the Creator has given him a wonderful counterpart. So love to Jay Stu and Camellia. Love to the fam that, you know what I'm saying, Mario and I'm sorry I forgot the sister's name, but love to you, sister, you know what I'm saying? Because when I see y'all up there, man, it's like, you know that the Most High is assembling. And the brother's right. Don't wait for anybody to be hijack free. Don't wait for a drop to develop a plan for you. The drop got to develop a plan for the community that's rocking with the wave that we're on. But you're on your wave. Either way, we're going to be water. Either way, I can't judge the design of your particular way. All I can say that as a platform, we are assembling a refuge for the community that's on the grid and off the grid. The Most High has given us a platform to communicate so that those that decide to say, hey, you know what I'm saying, we just want to make this particular journey, like Jay, you know what I'm saying? Look, Jay Stu is on such a beautiful wave that he's like, man, he's a step away from, you know, being in the point where, hey, you know, he's fully depending on the Creator. You know what I'm saying? And for us, as we build with Jay, as we build with the family, we're all coming together to understand that we have to work together as we do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, we hope that, you know, we can get every bit of, you know what I'm saying, you know, Jay, as we continue to build our situation. Jay might decide to, hey, I gotta go, you know, remove all hijacks, remove all technology. And that's every bit of what we're doing is what we're supposed to do. But we always are going to be here, man. We're always going to be here and set up what we got to set up and do what we got to do. So that whether I'm someplace or whether somebody is someplace, we have someplace. It's not about who is where and what is what. It's about having it. It's about having a step, having an assembly, having a foundation, man. So what we're setting up is a foundation somewhere, you know what I'm saying, for those to say, hey, you know, I'm done. I'm done ignoring the fact that I'm living in a system, a recent system, based on admiralty and the laws of the sea, admiralty sea law and maritime law. They have me on times and laws, and they're switching them, and they're switching my timelines, and they're putting me on a ball, and they're spinning me around. I'm done. And those that just want to say, hey, you know, what is it like to, you know, pitch a tent and just rock my commandments? You know, if we're not gathering, we're scattering. So I'm just so proud, man, of the fam. Again, go check out Jay, because he's telling you the truth. Don't wait for nobody, man. They over there camping for free in Zion now. By the time we get our situation set up, they're going to have so much drop. It's going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? And it makes all the sense in the world for the water to come together. It makes all the sense in the world for the water to come together. We do have an emergency fund set up specifically for those such as J Stu that have been on, you know what I'm saying, dropping their vids and putting themselves and their family out there. For those that say, hey, it's time to go now. Hey, if it's a few hundred, we're going to keep contributing to that. That will be a few thousands and more, so that we have that emergency resource for our particular community. Our particular community that we know is hijack free, that we know, because, you know, I mean, let's keep it real. We always have those that are in desperate situations that want to take advantage of this and this. We don't have a fund to get people, you know, that want to move to Utah or move to a certain city and set up in the city and do all that. One day, we're just getting started. We love our fam, but we can't exhaust funds for any city issues or car issues or stuff like that when you're just living in the city. But for those that are truly getting off the grid, and those that are literally wilderness bound and they need a tent or they need a meal or they need these type of things, we can do that for those. Especially right now, we are prioritizing that for our YouTube community. And if you want to, you know what I'm saying, support those that you've been getting dropped from, I mean, this is just where we're starting at. This is just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But we can't be everything to everybody at every time. And at some point, we got to take a step back and just re-identify, you know what I'm saying, repaint the picture, you know what I'm saying, for ourselves. You know what I'm saying, with our Creator, who are we? Who is Drop Nation? We are a nation of water. And we're finding that narrow road and that narrow stream, but we realize, man, the truth has us surrounded and the water has us surrounded, and we can truly be water and be who we are. Now, someone might be something else and might be able to do something else. What we can do is dedicate ourselves to dropping the true and real pure water, getting the real babies out the bathwater, to get our understanding, to get our overstanding, our spiritual, you know what I'm saying, our great spirit that's created this wonderful, you know, playground for us. This is a playground. So as we connect back to that playground, yeah, man, we are building our refuge. This is what we are doing. We're not asking for help to build a refuge. We're doing it. And J Stu, man, you know, is the tip of that arrow, man, that, you know what I'm saying, we'll always, you know, praise the Creator for, you know what I'm saying, because he got us focused on that. Again, I'm not the move to Utah, go to Utah, or perish guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person that ever told you or is telling you go here or perish or do this or perish. I'm saying we are a community becoming Indians again. We are Indians being Indians. We are connected back to our indigenous truth. So as you do that, as you vibrate, you know that the Most High is order, and no order never destroys order. So if you're not in chaos, your Creator is your shield. If you are in order of your Creator, that is always and has always been your shield. Now, as a community, how can we assemble and do that together? So you'll definitely get way more drop as we get, you know, closer to that. You know what I'm saying? For those that are truly seeking to be hijack free, truly seeking to assemble. Again, our emergency fund right now is for those that want to support the community that you know, that you've been digging on. A lot of people have disconnected from the TV. You know what I'm saying? They just surf with Drop Nation. They surf with all the folks out there that got some water, and we're not afraid to ask these questions. We're not afraid to bring out that particular surfboard or just belly flop and some document and say, hey, well, we got the foundation for it, so let's go. So that's who we are. Now, if you want to support that, if you want to support what the Creator has put together right in front of you, what you've seen over the last 7-8 months, I mean, look at this platform alone. You've supported this. You've created this. Your drop is what I continue to, you know, that's my thirst. That's quenching my thirst. The Creator has given you more and more water to give this platform. That's what you're bringing. 8-9 months ago, we had like, what, 20 subscribers here. Now we got like over 23, over almost 2,400 subscribers in 7-8 months. What wave is that? What wave is that? So if you believe and you trust in the wave, then, so, you know, go to the YouTube page and click on the GoFundMe, man. Support J Stu, support the family that's making the transition that you know is hijack free, so that we can build a community to support everybody else. But if we don't take care of each other as Drop Nation, if we don't have anything in place, any infrastructure at all for those that are seeking to say, hey man, I'm done with my house, I'm done with this job, I'm going to my trees, man. I know J Stu already is setting up out there. I know dropping them is already, man. Love to the fam, you know who you are, man. So we are building that, and as long as we are taking those steps, we can be confident that we are executing. And there ain't no right or wrong about assembling. When it comes to assembling, when you go back to your Creator and you see your Creator face to face, you better have your flock with you. It's not about you getting to your Creator, it's about us. We're trying to be an arrow that when it hits its target, the whole earth feels it. Or else what are we doing here? We're going to leave this responsibility to the next generation? Everyone knew we would come back to life. And I ain't got to be your friend, and I'm not trying to be nobody's leader. I am trying to serve, and I am serving by assembling, and by taking not just information, but manifesting that into action through my brothers and my sisters that are a wall of protection around me, that nourish me, through the earth that is coming back to life right beneath my feet, right beneath your feet, that you'll see your trees come back to life as mountains or trees. And we'll keep doing it, man. So, you know, we are here to support those making that transition again, you know. And this is the real thing, because we got to be real clear. Drop Nation is Drop Nation. We have no affiliation to any other Utah plans or anything like that. And that's not anything against such, you know what I'm saying, great brotherhood and a great source of strength as Alex Will or anybody else speaking that truth. These are people I love. These are people that, you know what I'm saying, have supported this platform, have supported you, have dedicated their lives. But we have our own wave, and that's just, I mean, it's obvious, right? So, you know, we are Drop Nation, you know what I'm saying? Support Lex, support the GoFundMe. We're all water coming together, but everything is not the same thing. What our community is just whatever is just natural and fluid to us. We don't have to fight to force anything else to make sense. But if we're coming together and we say, all right, well, you know, this makes sense and this is how we can do it, and it's a fluid concept and it makes sense to assemble in a certain way. We're not talking about going to a city and working in the city and getting jobs in this city and doing this and this. We're saying people that are done. We're trying to help be a refuge and be a refuge for people that are done. Because we're all done. And again, when I say we have no affiliation, that's just so that we're all clear. We are Drop Nation. All right? And we have love, and, you know what I'm saying, we exchange information and all that kind of stuff. But when I say affiliation, I'm saying, you know, don't get everything twisted. I came and we came, you know, later, and we support anyone on that wave already. But we are not the one pushing you here and pushing you here. You have to hear the Creator within yourself. All right? So I just say that because people get twisted, and we've been getting calls, you know, like, you know, yo, you know, such and such is doing this, and we need you to do this because they're doing this and da-da-da. Like, no. We need to keep our lanes clear. What we do is provide these particular manifestations that we're providing. What they do is provide the particular manifestations that they're providing. One thing is not exactly the same. We have different designs, but praise the Most High, we can all assemble, we can all be water together. But what we're doing and how we're, you know, purchasing these particular, you know, acres of land and getting our stuff together, that in particular does not have anything to do with Lex Will or anything else. We're not in contact. We're not in communication about anything like that. So, you know, that's just how it is. Right? But that wave is a beautiful wave, but that's their wave. Our wave now is that when Jay Stu shot out there, we surrounded Jay. Just by nature, by order, we surrounded Jay. So again, if it ain't about Jay Stu, it ain't about shit. It ain't about information. It ain't about entertainment. It's about the flow. It's about being water. So we are water with Jay. We're united with Jay in this way. We are affiliated with how Jay's getting down and what he's doing. All right. And everybody else that's making moves. And again, love to everybody else making moves. That's a beautiful thing. But just understand, we as Drop Nation are our own entity. And we have our own, plan to execute in our own design. We promote vibration awareness. We put your music library in 432. We create a platform for all these authors and scholars to come. Pretty soon, we're only going to be exclusively at 432 as we go more virtual. We have our programs that we're getting into schools with the frequency of learning, and I'll get more into that because that's a very great way to have a self-sustained income and situation without working for nobody, doing no contracts with nobody. It's a way to get music in the schools and classrooms throughout the nation. Music in gyms and hotels and restaurants, all in 432 Hertz. We have these packages. And that's just the independent thing we do for the family that want to do their independent thing. So we're providing these independent, routes to have monetary, whatever you need, while you're on the go that you can do anywhere. We're providing the emergency funds. We're providing land and refuge for those that are hijack free that, want to come to us and make more sense, man, and make sense out of it. But we will not be hijacked. We will not be hijacked. We will not be manipulated into being a part of somebody else's thing or doing this because of this. We don't have funds to fix any, personal issues or issues with people that just want to move to the city and have a roof or just refuge and have, do their city life thing, because we just don't have that. We don't have what we don't have. All of our personal funds are going towards land right now. And when we have that, then that's going to be something that we have that's still on the grid, but it's at least a barrier, at least something that can be a step to being off the grid. Some type of communications to be on and off, and for those that are on to communicate with those that are off, and we can all make sense out of that together. And that's just all, hey, that's our design. And as we expand that, then we'll be able to provide more and more for families that are making that particular transition. But right now, we cannot be everything to everybody or affiliated with everybody. And that's just out of love. And that's just the real thing. Remember, I'm just a goon from Inglewood, connecting with my real ones, dropping the drop. And you have created what this is. You have created the validation for all of our lives and all of our designs and all the water that's going into this true ocean. You are the true ocean, and we are the true Drop Nation. And that's just what it is, man. So in the future, everything will be assembled, everything will be beautiful, but I wanted to take this time to clarify to my brothers and sisters, who is Drop Nation? What is Drop Nation? What is this water? What is this wave that we're surfing? And all I'm saying is that it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And without you, it's just a dry, barren desert. But with you, it's a big tropical forest. And as we assemble, that's what we'll do. So for all those that, are on this wave or that wave, just know I love y'all personally. Lex Will has given us tremendous, and he continues to give us tremendous work. I just have to be clear so that I don't keep getting these, calls from those that are affiliated with this or affiliated with that, thinking that, oh, you guys are just all one thing, right? No. We have a plan. We have our our situation. You know what I'm saying? But we support other situations. I came here from the top supporting Utah, supporting the information, being a wall of protection for it. But now, is a time for more definition. And I can only flow personally, as far as myself, my family, my real ones, with the natural flow that I'm designed for. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's confusing or anything that's anything else, I just don't naturally flow with. But I'm here, and I'll be, all the way real with you, man, forever. Because that's just the vibration that we have to seek together. As this water and as this rain drops on the weather, don't let me start freestyling facts. pull out my cape with feathers and fly off, man, to the ethers now, man. Here we go. I love y'all, man. You guys are awesome, man. And you know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is Drop Nation. And, you know, you got to stay up. You got to keep vibrating up. You got to suit up. Stay suited up. Stay with those commandments around you. Stay with that wall of protection around you. And you got to choose up. You got to choose your vibration. Choose your wave. Know how to surf it, when to surf it, and when it's time to be water, you just got to be still. And just let it flow. This is our energy. This is our earth. It's being restored. We're being redeemed. And again, this is love to everybody. And please take all this with love as we have clarity moving forward of what we do, what we can offer, and just the beauty that has been unfolded. Again, 8, 10, 12 months ago, I had no idea that every ounce of my platform will be going and geared towards building land and a refuge for, you know, just peaceful, hijack-free living. No one's saying go fight in the street. No one's saying be mad at the white man. I'm telling you, your true enemy looked like you. And they used everybody else against you. Your true enemy got sold into slavery with you. And even more than that, your true enemy is you. You know, you gotta dig on that. Your true enemy is you. You did this to yourself. You chose to be disobedient. You continue to choose disobedience. You can't do it. You just can't listen. You have every excuse in the world not to rock the commandments, and you wonder why you don't have peace. Well, if you're not rocking the commandments, if you're not vibrating on the Shabbat, if you're not taking a day out to connect to your Creator, just one, because you got to do all these other things, or else. And the Most High said, or else. What about my or else? I have an or else. But you care about all the or else's in your head, and not the actual or else that is the reality. Unless you learn to sacrifice, and we all got to sacrifice. So again, we all going to assemble. It all got to make sense. I'm just showing you clarity as our platform and what we do, so that it's clear to you that we're going to keep building. And again, I'm real excited about the refuge, man. Love to the kings, love to the queens that are building, that are literally putting their money up. We got, about 20K plus, what I'm saying, that's going into, just building on that, what I'm saying, and we're building on that. And anybody that wants to help in the future, that wants to keep expanding as we expand and we continue to grow, thank you, what I'm saying, but do it not just because you want to help us or feel good, but do it because hey man, I got this money, I don't know what to do with it. Money's about to be toilet paper, so where can I put it where the Creator will be happy? And you say, hey, how can I help y'all acquire this and do this? Remember the first time we came out of Egypt? Everyone just knew that they had to give. They wanted to choose up. So we have an opportunity for those that want to choose up and help us, develop our land. Help us have a little place of solace that we can keep our commandments. No religion, no false gods, just the Creator of your sacred trees. No religion, no false gods, just the Creator of your sacred trees. You didn't need pyramids when you had your trees. And when you have your trees, you have your oxygen. When you have your oxygen, you have your size, you have your strength, you recover. That's your electricity. This is an electric situation we're in. And without your trees, you have no electricity. You're dumb. You have a spirit of stupor. You have no oxygen. You're oxygen deprived. You know what happens when people suffer from oxygen deprivation? They become dumb. You've become dumb. I've become dumb. This little drop right here ain't nothing. We used to, man, so we're still dumb. We still have a stupor on us that we're getting off, which is why it's so hard to unify, which is so, we see it this way, you see it this way. Man, we ain't beefing. Nobody's beefing. But we have to be clear about, the lanes we're in. We have to come to the people and say, here's what I do, here's my affiliation, and here's what it's not, so that I don't confuse nobody out here rocking with my real ones. So just consider me your brother, rocking with the real ones, man. And, you know, as we gather together, we're going to continue to know more and more about what we do here, more and more about what 432 is, more and more about vibration awareness. As we continue, things will get more defined, more clear, as that path gets narrow, and you know it already is. Look, this drop ain't even hit yet. People still ain't even heard about this stuff, man. By the time everybody hears about what's going on, we're going to have, you know, it's going to be good. This is what we do. This ain't play. This is the real thing. So I love y'all. Stay up, man. Vibrate, man. If you ain't in a redemption frequency, if you ain't in a frequency where you like, man, I'm free, baby. Baby, I'm free. You ain't yelling out, man, I'm free, baby. And you ain't feeling this. If you sitting here bitter, if you watching this like this, slap yourself, man. Slap yourself. Before somebody else has to do it. If you bring static to drop, then the water is just going to wash you away. I mean, what force is stronger than water? You know you're surrounded by water. So if you feel that you're in the vibration of water while you're watching this like this, slap yourself. Because the water is going to wash you away. You got to choose up. Drop the self, drop the ego. I ain't your enemy. I am not leading you to no, you know, bonfire of chaos. I'm the one telling you, yo, well, this Utah thing makes sense, and I'm researching it. Teach Me to Be Priestly researches it. So what do we do as a family? We say, all right, well, those are babies over there. Thank you. Thank you for the babies. So what do we do with the babies? We let that energy renew us. We become vibrant. We celebrate our freedom. We get land however we got to get it. Sure, you can get it for free. You can go. J Stu right now is camping for free. He can move every 14 days, make it happen. We just want to be a refuge. Because not everybody's ready to be completely hijack free. Some people have to learn to be hijack free before they step out and say, all right, well, I got my tent, man. I'm going to Zion, man. I'm out. But if you're going to be out with a multitude. If you're going to be out with a wall of protection. So the Creator can have all the full strength with all your brothers and sisters that you're supposed to be with. It could be 20 people. It could be 40 people. What we set up might have 40 people on it. Just living hijack free. It might have 400. But it won't have no hijacks. You won't bring static to water. It just doesn't work that way. It never turns out good for static. But you gotta appreciate static, the jam-ups in your life, and those that have, you know, created chaos enough for you to see clearly. Because without the chaos, ain't no way I would be able to see really what this is and what it's not. So I've learned to appreciate the chaos and to get the babies out the bathwater, man. So I love y'all. Stay up, suit up, choose up. Accept it all, man, with pure water. And it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, at the end of the day, I'm just a goon from Inglewood. Loving up on y'all. Peace, y'all.